Okay, so last night Team GB played their first official game, and we decided to capture the tweets to show the intelligence that can be extracted using the back channel. So we were looking for anything with the term Team GB, Olympic football, and greatest team ever. And from that we identified that there were 40,000 tweets, which had a combined reach of 32 million, which is really impressive for the first game of the championships, or the Olympics. So I'm going to go run through all of the data that we can extract. The first thing we have is a river of all of the tweets that are coming in based on the hashtags that you set up. And this will automatically update itself and can be positioned again as a visual representation of the conversation the fans are happening. We can, if we're listening to a whole season, we can go back to particular date ranges and look at particular games. Obviously here we just looked at yesterday's. But also I can dissect the information shown by the minimum followers. So here this person's got 1 and this person's got 878 followers. I only want to see people with a minimum of 50,000, and again it automatically updates and adjusts, so I can then dissect the information in that way. I can click through and have a look at the history. Again, very interesting when you're looking at a whole season. So if we did this for the 2012-13 Premiership season, this would be very fascinating to see the volume of tweets and when they happen and which clubs get the most tweets, etc. We can look at who had the most @ mentions last night. So here we can see that Emmanuel, I won't pronounce his name, Ivory Coast player, had 918 mentions, and the next one down for him was almost 4 times as low. United Indonesia, Goal UK were third with 225 mentions. The FA.com, 198 mentions, and so it goes on. Tom Daly, Gary Lineker, Frankie Boyle, Stan Collymore, etc. Again, might be interesting to see why he got 117 mentions. So I'm going to go back up to the top, and I can click and stay in one environment, so I don't have to go anywhere. I get some details of the account holder. I can see that he actually tweeted only once during the game last night, but had 101 mentions because of it. So here's his tweet: @Senegal players make Team GB look like chicken. The Senegal players are too strong. They eat fufu, not chicken nuggets. And here we have all the people that mentioned him and that tweet. And if we added up all of these followers, we could see the potential reach of that one particular tweet. I can also go in and look at the retweets. So again, interestingly, he tops that. He had 804 retweets for that. Richard Branson, interestingly, comes in third. Goal UK have one of their tweets, which was retweeted 43 times. The FA had a tweet: Craig Bellamy has put Team GB ahead against Senegal. Rifling home from inside box after Giggs' free kick falls to him 20 minutes, 1-0. And let's say they use another hashtag, GB versus Senegal. We can see the FA have another tweet that was retweeted 33 times, and a third one down here. So you can start to measure the quality of the tweets and which ones actually get reused by the audience. Here we have Goal UK with their second retweet on the leaderboard. Again, this information isn't made available to the fans, but we think it should be. So then we can go into the users themselves. Let's have a look at the follow account. So let's see a leaderboard of all of the tweeters, and we can see that Richard Branson tops it with 2.3 million followers, followed by Sky Sports, then Tim Lovejoy, BBC Sport, Henry Winter, Stan Collymore, and so it goes on. And here is the FA. Now again, this leaderboard should be potentially made available to the fans to see how the brands are doing. And if we want to go in and see any of the tweets in particular, of course we can click on the account, see what Richard Branson actually said. He only tweeted once. 6 years ago we backed 12 athletes as top London 2012 hopefuls. 6 have made it. Team GB, good luck. And he had 10 mentions, and here were the mentions that talk about that. And again, we can add up those followers if we wanted to see the potential reach of that. We can go in and look at the hashtags and the associations that were mentioned. So if we run it longer, this will give you the top hashtags used in the last 30 days. Again, very useful when looking at a whole season. Premiership. But here we have from last night's game, we see that people have called it GB versus Salami, Sven, Bellamy take the stage, Senegal, Olympic football, etc, etc. So if I wanted to, I can click on any one of these. So let's click on social games, and then that'll take me to that dashboard, and I can see how that was used on the tweets per hour. I can see the other associations it had with the tweets. I can also come down and see the latest tweets that are using the term social games. The latest one was 11 hours ago. These are the users, and these are the top users who mentioned it. So, Made in Hitch, socially the best website for following local 21 teams, tweeted 21 times. And if I scroll down, I can see all of the tweets if I wanted to. Again, another interesting way to dissect and click through, but if you see something in here that you're interested in, again, I can go in and go, right, show me only the people who tweeted about canoeing, and I'll get those tweets all in one place without having to go anywhere else. I can also pop in and look at the links that were shared, and if ever I see anything that I want to look at in more detail, I can click on and take a look at the stats for that particular link, see what the tweet said. Here we have Churchill Security. Good luck to Team GB, and if you're organising a corporate event for London 2012, don't forget security. Here's why. Yeah, you can see why people are hijacking the Olympics to position their own messaging. The other thing I can do is look at all of the images that were shared amongst the fans last night during the game. Now remember, this is also looking for information on Team GB, so we move on to the next day, so we might find some other stuff. But again, I can roll over, get a preview of what the tweet was about. Now imagine if you did this for all the Premiership season, all of the fans' pictures that were taken, and then recognised who had the most shares, likes. Again, it would drive lots of users coming back to your site to see their name on top of it. And again, I can click back to the top 7 days, last 30 days, etc. You can also look at the videos that were shared all in one place. So here I have almost like an amazing video player that I don't have to go searching for. If I spot a video of choice, I can click on it. It opens up in the same window in this player.
There are some people who are coming from around the world who don't yet know
Here we have
about
Boris.
all the...
You can see the tweet and who did it. Something here from Lego. This kind of information automatically. It's kind of cool. You can see who sent it. Again, I can roll over, see if anything's of interest. Senegal, clearly. Oh, this looks interesting. Boris Johnson versus Germany. Oh yes, I remember that tackle. Again, all of this shared by the fans. Now imagine if you did this through the whole season and allowed the fans to come back and see what's shared amongst the fans. I think it would be fascinating. And here we have all of the websites will be mentioned within these tweets. So here we see that business trip info, 613 tweets. Well, it doesn't seem right. Let's click on that. This is a great way to identify. These are related to hashtags. Sex. Could be worrying. These are all the users who tweeted about this particular website. He pulled this particular on home digital camera. This is why I'm so covered by person. And the link is how to start your home-based business. Nothing to do with Team GB, nothing to do with football. It's pretty much a spam. So all of these users have been automatically identified as being associated with this spam site. I can block them and make sure they never show up again. Great way to use this data. And there's probably another couple of things in here. How to get white skin 101, 210 tweets. I can click and find out who said what and delete them. Instagram, Olympic Sporting right now, see much better, goal.com. Based on this, we're the 4th highest domain to be included within the tweet. So let's click on this. And here I can see all of the users that tweeted about this website. So if I wasn't goal.com, this would be a great way for me to identify the users that are communicating with them. And here we have all of the tweets linking to goal.com, all in one place. And these were the links that were shared from goal.com. Again, all in one place. It can be used in different ways. And the key thing about it is all of this happens automatically. Now imagine if we did this for the Premiership or any world sporting event and created some very interesting ways to navigate this, because this dashboard, the way you see it, is for internal use. The next step is to take this and make this commercial so that the fans can come to your website, navigate this content and see where they are placed within the fans, the celebrities, the trainers, the players themselves. You can own the conversation that happens on Twitter, become the house where it all sits, and drive traffic to your website every Saturday after the game. If you'd like to find out more, please contact Andrew at ultraknowledge.com.